One of my first memories is my dad taking me to the park when I was about 4 years old. I felt like it was about 3 in the morning, but it was probably 10 o'clock at night, and lying on a blanket in the park, learning how to find the Andromeda Galaxy through binoculars. It's no surprise that I grew up wanting to be an astrophysicist. And I was almost ready to head to graduate school when I needed one more course to finish my degree. I looked around and there was this new course on climate science over in the geography department. I thought, well, that looks interesting. You know, growing up, I'd always heard that climate was changing, but I'd mentally categorized it with other environmental issues. I took this class and I was absolutely shocked to learn two things. First of all, that climate science is all physics, the very same physics that I've been learning in my astrophysics classes. And the second thing I learned was that climate change is not just an environmental issue. As the military now calls it, climate change is a threat multiplier. It takes almost every issue we're concerned about today and it multiplies or exacerbates it. Climate change is an economic issue. Climate change is a health issue. Climate change is an issue of food and water and our natural resources. Climate change is a national security issue. And most near and dear to my own heart, climate change is a humanitarian issue. I grew up as a missionary kid in South America, so I know what it looks like when the floods come and you live in a home that's made of mud or cardboard boxes that you scavenged from the trash. I know what it looks like when disease sweeps an area that doesn't have basic health services like we have here. And so when I learned that climate change exacerbates poverty and hunger, disease, lack of security, climate change can even be the final straw that breaks the camel's back in issues of political insecurity, contributing to refugee crises. I felt like, how can I not do everything I can to help with this urgent issue because it affects us all? One of the most frequent questions I get today is, I'm just one person, what am I supposed to do about this huge global issue that is climate change if it's affecting every single one of us and taking all of our problems and making them worse? The answer is this: the most important thing every single one of us can do is talk about it. Because surveys show that most of us agree that climate is changing and it will probably affect future generations, but we never ever talk about it. We don't talk about why it matters, how it's affecting real people today, and we don't talk about the amazing solutions that we have right here in Texas as well as around the world. So the number one thing we can do, as I talk about in my TED Talk, is talk about it. It's not about saving the planet, it's about saving us.